Howdy neighbors, David here. And today on Boondock Stallions, we're going to be talking about episode 5 of the miniseries, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, before we get started, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and get ready to upload more content from me because I'm awesome and you love me, and I'm working on that Modern Family and Married with Children crossover event that'll be posted here later this week. So, episode 5. First of all, I guess we should start with the fact that I didn't review episodes 1, 2, 3, or 4. And the reason that I didn't want to do these is because I'm not horribly well read in the Captain America universe. I felt like I really shouldn't be reviewing and speculating on things that I actually don't know anything about. And so I was going to stay out of it. And then I watched last week's episode and it was all, oh my God. Like, did you see the end of it? Spoiler warning. It was awesome. And, I was like, well, I'm just going to have to review it as an outsider, as somebody who's taking all of this in with people who haven't read the comics. And on a side note, now I've not read the comics, but I didn't hate John Walker when he showed up. So the rest of you out there that are just hating on him, let it go. I'm pretty sure the character is not meant to be liked, even in the comics. And so my thoughts on him were, if you remember the first Captain America movie, Tommy Lee Jones's character didn't really want Steve Rogers for the Super Soldier program. He had a candidate in mind, and the candidate that he had in mind was basically a predecessor to Walker. I mean, he was the best of the best with honors, sir. He was the best soldier they had. He did everything 110% by the book. And as you can see from these recent episodes of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he really would have been a horrible subject because, like they said, it amplifies everything about you. And somebody that's just so willing to be the best of the best without questioning what they're doing isn't somebody that you want in the role. Like, Steve Rogers never really saw being Captain America as the job that he was supposed to do. It was his duty. He was honor bound to protect people, to save lives, and to be the best of humanity, regardless of what the government wanted him to do. I mean, it's very clear from the Civil War movie that Captain America was going to do what he felt was right. Orders be damned, and it proved that he really was the best choice for Cap. And so John Walker, let it go. Nobody likes him. I don't like him either. Also, do we really need to give death threats out on social media again? I mean, I know we did it with Rose Tico, and I say we because I'm counting all of us in the fandom, even though I myself don't like the character of Rose Tico, don't like her storyline from the rise, the Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi, thank you. And so I don't feel it was necessary to hate on the woman herself or send her death threats. I mean, let's be civil. We're grown-ups, allegedly, most of us, even though some of us do act like children. And I'm talking about me on my birthday, but that's a whole different story. Now, Falcon and the Winter Soldier are never really friends, but in this most recent episode, they were fixing the boat that belongs to the Falcon's family. And while they were fixing the boat, they also built a ship, a friendship. Oh, I know, my gay showing. It's fine. But I was really happy that these two are actually moving forward and being friends and trying to build a relationship without Steve. Forgive me for sweating. My AC is off because I'm trying to keep the sound out, and I got a lot of lights on me. So the new Captain America has gone completely insane. I don't know if you stuck around for the Easter eggs at the end of the episode, but he's making a new shield. And I'm not really happy with the way the new Cap is going. I'm sorry, I mean, he's no longer the Captain America that we all thought he was going to be, but I was understanding of everything that went wrong with him up until he went to Battlestar's family and blatantly lied to their faces while they were mourning. I mean, it's one thing to go and console a family that's lost a family member, and especially if you're very close with the person whom they lost and you're part of their family as well. But he went in there and he lied to them. He said, yes, this man whom he killed and got revenge on Battlestar 4 was the one that killed him, and we know for a fact that that is a lie. He is not the one that killed him, and Walker knew it. Walker lost control. He lost control and murdered him in cold blood. something very un-Captain America-y. And I feel like Battlestar's sister senses that. Like, she knows that Walker's BSing her at some point and wants to say something. And also, he hasn't said anything about the super soldier serum. I mean, the U.S. government just let him go. And I feel like if they knew that he'd injected himself with the serum, maybe they wouldn't have done that and might have even arrested him. He's become a very big threat, and he doesn't feel that he's doing anything wrong. As a matter of fact, I think some of the best villains in comic books and movies are the ones that feel that they are on the right side, not the wrong side. And so this new Captain America is just armed with self-righteousness and the belief that he did all the work and he is supposed to be the hero and he is Captain America. And I feel like they're trying to set up maybe a Dark Avengers storyline. I mean, as far as it goes, his cover is completely blown, but he could be Captain America, the first Dark Avenger. And so that was one of my thoughts as where he's going to go. It also looks like Sam is ready to embrace his destiny and take on the mantle of Captain America himself. I mean, we saw the government basically lied to him. Oh, hand us the shield. We're going to retire it and put it on display at the Smithsonian and everybody can come and see it and bask in the gloriousness that was Steve Rogers, Captain America. And as soon as they handed it to him, it's like, we changed our mind. This is the new Captain America. Deal with it. It looks like the teacher from Glee wearing the outfit, but that's beside the point. No offense to Wyatt Russell. He's a great actor. I really like what he's doing, being the bad guy. As a matter of fact, the stronger you hate the bad guy, the better the actor is, because I don't just dislike the character. I don't trust him, and I want to see how bad he's going to go. That's how good of a villain / not villain he's playing, if that makes sense. I know the sentence kind of got away from me there for a little bit. Let's see. So what else? There was a lot of teases that we were going to get an old Cap back, a little cameo from Steve Rogers, and we have got to stop with the rumor cameo. I mean the cameo rumors. I know it was a big thing when Luke Skywalker showed up at the end of The Mandalorian, but I don't feel like they're going to bring in Captain America to this show simply because it might undermine the fact that they're trying to move on without him. And so I don't feel like we're going to get a Cap's back kind of cameo in this movie. And if they do, fine. I'm totally cool with being wrong. Awesome. I'm hardly ever wrong. Also, big reveal. I know who the power broker is. Ready? It's Mephisto. Just kidding, because I'm not going to let that go, WandaVision. Not going to let it go. But I'm pretty sure that Agent Carter is the power broker. If she's not the power broker, she is working very hard for the power broker. And I found it a little interesting in episode, I think it was 3, where she makes mention that she can't go back to the States because of whatever illegal activities. But I feel like all of this should have passed and she should have been given a pardon. They pardoned the Winter Soldier. And anyways, so I feel like she might be in extreme close proximity to the power broker if she's not the power broker herself. Oh my God, Black Captain America. And that's what we're going to call him, because he should have been Captain America. He spent 30 years in jail. And oh my God, the actor, I forget his name because I didn't take notes before I started streaming because I sucked just a little bit. And so I'm really happy that actor is great. I loved him in Dr. Sleep. I loved him on Supergirl. He does an amazing job everywhere he goes in superheroes and supernatural movies. So he was just an amazing choice for the role. And I really hope that his grandson would actually take up the mantle, because it could be passed on genetically, the super soldier serum. So why couldn't his grandson, in fact, have inherited something from his grandpa, the first Black super soldier? It would be an awesome way to set up a Young Avengers movie. And Young Avengers, I started theorizing about during Endgame, because you get Iron Man's daughter and you feel like she's going to be set up to be maybe Ironheart. And I know they recast and they're doing Ironheart. So there's our first Young Avenger right there. And then we get to WandaVision and her kids are there, Speed and Wiccan. I know those weren't their names in the show, but those are technically their character superhero names once they take on all of their powers. And there you go. 2 other candidates for a Young Avengers movie. And if the Black Captain America's grandson takes on the mantle, then boom, we have another Young Avenger to throw into the mix. And I know that there's talks about Dark Avengers, Young Avengers, and the Thunderbolts, but I don't see why the Dark Avengers couldn't be the Marvel Cinematic Universe in theaters, and the Young Avengers could be what we watch at home on Disney Plus in between movies. And I feel like they might even be setting something like that up, as hoping the theaters open back up and everybody goes back to maximum capacity and we can all go ahead and live our lives. And I've actually got a dangerously paranoid Disney theory that I'd like to run by y'all at another time, but that'll be for a later date. So at the end of the episode, we see that Sam is opening up a chest and he's smiling at something, and we all can just assume that he's got a red, white, and blue version of his Falcon suit to match his red, white, and blue shield that he has been working on. Side note, I feel like Disney has completely forgotten about their own canon and little details. There's a word for it. It's a big word. It's not correlation. I forget. So we're going to move on. Captain Shield. It works like a boomerang, and this is ridiculous because in Captain America 2, the Winter Soldier, you see that the way that the shield comes back to Cap is on his arm. He has a little magnetic electronic exposition thingy on his arm so that the shield always comes back to him. And then flash forward, the shield just comes back to the new Captain America. The shield just comes back to Bucky. He's not wearing, or to Sam. Sam's not wearing a sleeve with anything on it that could be calling the shield back. He's just using it as a boomerang. And so, like, consistency, people, check your own stories. Look at how all the exposition, how things work, and keep it consistent in all of your movies. That's all I've got for today. I'll also be reviewing the Mighty Ducks Game Changers TV series because I had a few theories on how that should have gone versus how it actually went. And so I wanted to talk about it because we haven't gotten a Joshua Jackson cameo. And I know that he was the one leading the reboot fight a few years ago because he wanted to reboot the Mighty Ducks when he saw Jurassic World, because he felt that the younger of the two brothers in the first Jurassic World movies looked like he'd be a dead ringer to play Charlie's son in a Mighty Ducks movie. And he's friends with all of the other Ducks because they stayed friends after they made the movies because they're awesome people. And I want to review their stuff too and talk about that. So until later, be excellent to each other, Stallions, and party on, dudes.